So if you're watching this, I just want you to know that I'm holier than you. And hold up, because I already know what you're probably thinking. But I'm not trying to tell you that I'm holier than you. All I'm saying to you right now is that I'm convinced that I got more holes in me than you do. But it's okay, because some people are always going to see me as being self-righteous. They like, look at Chris. It's always Jesus that or Jesus this. But we tend to only talk about who and what we love the most. And so I could say the same thing about you. Because it's always money that. I want to buy this. I'm trying to get here, go there, pursue my dreams so my family can have this. But my question is, do the people who you love even truly know who Christ is? If not, then you leaving your kids, your wife, your family, and your friends in a crisis. Because if we don't got our eyes focused on Jesus, I don't care what you hoping for or what kind of star you wishing on. You don't realize it, but you still got a death wish. Because our life will always be filled with emptiness until we can truly learn to care about getting to heaven to be with Jesus more than our earthly wish list. You can call it whatever you want to, but this is not self-righteousness. I used to be filled with so much hopelessness, and it was all because I had more hope for having things in the present tense, having faith in only what I could see to be my evidence, instead of listening to the word of God when he said that the joy that is to come for those who love him is far beyond comparison. So for me, this is not about being comparative nor competitive. I'm just running my race, and I don't care what your race is. God told me that I'm not better nor lesser than nobody else is. And so I choose to live my life encouraging others to keep running after God no matter what place you in. So when I say that I'm a Christian, this is not about me trying to place myself in a higher position. I'm not placing myself above nobody. If anything, I'm trying to learn how to become more of a servant. I'm really trying to live lowly, not look holy. I don't care what it looks like to anybody on the surface. I'm just trying to live out my purpose. And all of these holes in me just means that I'm coming from a broken place. And my openness is what allows for God to speak through me, because his very presence seeps through all of these holes in me, binding every bit of my brokenness. What I'm telling you is that my bond with him is the only bond in my life strong enough to close up all of these holes that I've been afflicted with. I guess that's why they call it holy. Because holy moly, am I holy? But I just need you to understand that I'm not holier than you. I'm just a man trying to lead you to the God who can make us all holy. And the only reason why we got all of these holes in us is because Jesus can only enter into our lives once all of our pride has spilled out and we have truly become desperate and empty. You cannot be defined by your work, your money, or your family. And if you place anything or anyone before God, then he said that you are unworthy and unholy. If you don't believe me, then go and read Luke 14 about the wedding feast, the great banquet, which is a reference to heaven and what it truly means to be a disciple of Jesus. And you will see that what we see as holy, God views much differently. You see, I personally don't want to be just another Pharisee, living my life religiously and self-righteously, thinking more of myself than I ought to be, just following behind man-made traditions that were passed down to me. I can honestly sit here and say that I'm much more different than I used to be, but I still don't see myself as holy. And instead of trying to be fake and cover up these holes, I choose to live every day openly, expressing that I'm just a person like everybody else with vulnerabilities and insecurity. I'm not holy, I'm just holy. And that's why I'm praying every day for God to take these holes and empty me until I'm just an empty vessel who is always ready and willing to be somebody who embodies his glory. I'm not trying to be self-righteous. I'm trying to get myself right just by wholeheartedly giving my life to Jesus. He literally took holes from nails until his blood began to cover all of us. He's the only one who went up on that cross and placed himself in a position to call himself righteous. I'm not holier than you. I'm just a person who wants to see all of the holes in you be filled. Just like I want the same for me too. So if you're watching this, please live every day of your life calling on the irrefutable holiness of Jesus. I love y'all from here to heaven, and I'll see y'all next time.